What's
Yo,
up,
yo,
Afi? What's going on?
what's going on, player? How are you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing amazing right now. Been doing a lot of moving. I just got out here to Miami, so doing a lot of moving, shaking and moving. But man, we made it happen. We supposed to make this happen a long time ago, but we finally doing it.
Yeah, bro. And it's gonna be worth it, man. How's everything?
Man, everything's good. How's everything with you?
Man, just trying to live the dream, trying to grind, man, to get to the next level, man. Like we all should.
Man,
You feel me?
you already know. So listen, for those who don't know, Afi, international, right? You done been in this space a long time. You were in this, like, I don't even know what you would call it, red pill, manosphere. You was in this space when it first started.
Yeah, bro.
Before it was popular like it is now. You one of the originals.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of the top 20 original cats, man. And I've seen the evolution of it. You know what I'm saying, for the good and the bad. But it feels good to have a platform to touch people's lives across the board, man. That's
And
the
this is important. This type of topic is important because your life, the quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. Really, no matter how much money you got, if your relationships aren't good, your quality of life ain't gonna be good. So the game that you be dropping really change life changing.
Yeah, man. And I know you can resonate with it too, because before, you chop it up, you chop it up. You got your boys at work, or you got your boys at school, or just the cats you hang with, and you lace them up, and it just seemed like regular life. You feel me? For me, when it started hitting from cats that was outside of my environment, then that's what it's like. Well, damn, this information is really universal. You
Yeah.
feel me?
So listen, if they don't know, man, you a master of psychology. What you got, like 70 something books on Amazon, man?
Yeah,
Come
man.
on now, that's an accomplishment right there. 70 plus books. I don't know how you did it. I got to get some of that game on that on writing a book. And I read one of your books. It was a whole lot of game in there, and it's crazy. Like you said, it's universal. Somebody that I haven't met till recently. Speaking with the same underlying principles that I was taught for over a decade. So it just lets you know game is universal, but everybody don't got it. So
For
go ahead
sure.
and let them know, introduce yourself, let them know where they can find you and everything, because usually when we do it at the end, the shit just get cut off. So let's let them know where to find you
Check
now.
it out. AFI Kingdom. You could Google me. Um, Educator, worldwide influencer, motivator, brother to many.
And you got
Um,
a big YouTube. You really
yeah,
big on
yeah,
YouTube. That's your
YouTuber. A couple of million views. I got 50,000 subscribers. Proud of that, because that's off the hard work. Because when you talk about personal development, it's hard to grow like
yeah.
that. You feel it's easy to tell cats how to get boxed, and then that's what they like the most. But that's not what I like the most. So it's a conflicting thing. So it's a little slower growth, but I like hitting real cats. You know, you know what I'm saying. I'm 40 gang, so I'm an OG in this shit. So it feels good to to talk to the young cats and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
man. You got a whole lot of game, man. I was watching your shit the other day.
yeah,
Man, you was going deep. I'm gonna ask you some of the things, some topics, man. You blew my mind with a couple of insights you had on like just human
let's
nature.
go.
And that's what I be trying to tell them all the time. And you said it, and I'm gonna start saying this. I'll make sure I quote you. You was like, man, it's not about a woman's nature. It's about human nature and psychology. And that's how I always think about it. Like it's really just psychology and understanding human nature
Mhm.
when it comes to this. But look, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, man, because you got some stories, but I'm gonna segue into it by first asking you, right? And it's gonna segue into your experiences when you was coming up that broke this dream state, this what I call the great female con. So tell me, what do you consider the great female con to be?
Hmm. Um, for me, man, um, I'm a high level, high power type guy. Um, some would call it Machiavellian. Some would call it misogynist. I call it being real.
Yeah.
The my most popular book is Dominance Mindset of the King, and the first chapter of that book is put yourself first. So that's a key to life, man. Don't never let nobody shame you for being selfish, bro. You can't
Man.
can't entertain everybody. I'm telling you this now. Any relationship that you in, any circumstance, man, you can change it, and you can change the way you think right now. You feel me? In a snap, bro. In a snap. You feel me? So
Yeah. So I asked you that question to segue into your experiences coming up, and I feel like like the world has presented and programmed us to think about women in a certain type of way that they're not actually. And
right.
what is it called? Bad seed, bad fruit, right? So from inception, most men don't really come at women the right way because they're thinking about them in a certain way that's been programmed into them that's not even real. So if you got the wrong formula, you're not going to have the right outcome. You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying that to say you, like me, were in a specific situation that broke that veil and
Yeah.
showed you what women were really like doing bachelorette parties.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That
Let me.
wasn't my experience, but in my life, I went through experiences that showed me how women really were,
Right.
and that's how why I am the way that I am. And I want you to explain some of those experiences that really showed you how women were.
Okay. Let me back it up and rewind it because my first little what you would call it peel or whatever, because I want to make this shit important too. It's
Nah,
embarrassing
this shit is very
because
important.
check it out. Like a lot of people assume that people even want to learn certain things because either it's about a woman or they done got heartbroken trying to get back or whatever. You feel me? Like for me, my first dose wasn't like no woman breaking my heart or no funny stuff. It was for my family, bro. I seen women in my family flip on each other, bro. So that fucked me up to make me say, well, okay, if they can do that to each other, then what the fuck do I stand? Right? So that's on the loyalty bracket. That's the loyalty bracket. So we got the loyalty bracket and we got the sexual bracket. So on the loyalty bracket, I seen family, cross family, who were like this, to me and to each other. And so that was that. And then as far as the sexual shit, I used to bounce the bachelorette party. Um, so going into doing that, disclaimer, I thought I knew what it was. I kind of what happened was I got bachelorette parties and Chippendales mixed up with each other. I had a partner when he was telling me he was doing the thing, and I just couldn't see him as a Chippendale with the bow tie doing the routines and shit. I didn't really know what it was, and then I came to a party with him, and it taught me that I didn't know what a hoe looked like because I thought that I knew. I thought
Man, hey, say that again. Hey, that's deep right there.
Yeah, I thought I could spot one. You feel me? Like, oh, okay, I could just tell her vibe, her energy, the shit she say, boom. But when you doing these parties, bro, I did this shit for 5 years. So we not talking about like one or two times that I'm speaking of. 5 years doing this shit on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Um, every time some shit would go down, bro, and I'm talking about all white. It could be a party with 7 Indian women. It could be a party with 20 black chicks. It could be a party with 5 white scientists. I remember I went to a party one time. We were smoking weed out of apples. I done went to parties where the women show up naked and shit. You feel
Women,
me?
women about to get married,
Yeah,
huh?
getting married the next day. I remember one of the parties I went to, the girl that was getting married, the next day, they was all police officers. This was a police officer vibe, bro. They was all police officers. They're like a clique. And so she had her legs on the couch. My stripper partner was hitting her. And then one of her sisters was holding her leg and her cousin was on her other leg while I was doing it. And then it was like, I don't know, 15 people watching this shit, clap. It's like the dancing bear shit. That's the for real shit, bro. Where you think they got that idea from? Cause for real, because that's how it really goes down. And then once you get into that, then that kind of connects you to the sexual underworld because the people that go to that, you
Right.
know, they'll put you onto some other shit, cuck shit. It's all types of shit
Hold
that
on,
be going on.
let's stop real quick, man, because you said some shit. You said I didn't know what a hoe
Yeah,
looked like. That's deep, right? That's deep.
mm,
Most people think they can spot it, but you can't.
right.
Or you said you had all different types: scientists, police officers, white
Yeah, bro.
women, sophisticated business women, right?
Yep.
And they was all
All,
about to get married and still doing all that freaky stuff, having sex and all that right before they get married.
yeah, bro.
Tell me this too, because I remember you told me this once before. How many times did you host a bachelorette party where some shit didn't go down?
It was no times, bro.
No time. Listen to that. 5 years hosting bachelorette parties every weekend. Not one time did the women get married, not go down and do something
Yeah,
crazy.
and let me get a women that's listening some hope. So I ain't gonna say that every time a woman got fucked in front of everybody, but I will say this: uh, she didn't got fingered, but it's in front of people though. That's the cold part. It's in front of people. That's the first part, and then the second part is even if it don't happen that night, it'll happen like that weekend because that's how I do it. Like I go to parties. There's been times I did shit at the party, not all the time, but I have done some shit. But if at the max we'll exchange and then we'll do it on the next day because it's already a sexual vibe from the start. When you meet women and they around naked people and you just seen all types of shit, the next day ain't where we going to lunch. It's already the vibe.
So what would you say? You say, man, these dudes don't even know who they woman really is, huh?
Nah, bro. And the thing is this too. Like, and let me tell the aspiring players and shit. See, it's a cold game. So a lot of guys, y'all want to be better with women and shit, right? Obviously, you want to start families. This is the desirable thing, but there's downfalls of being good with women too, bro. There's good with women problems, bro. And some of you niggas ain't built for that.
Hey, speak on it. You saying some shit right now for sure.
I didn't had a couple of like loyal chicks do jail time for me and shit like that. And
They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about having a woman so down she'll lie, steal, kill, and go to jail for
yeah,
you. They don't know about that.
tattoo shit, the you feel me? The sit back quarterback shit. See, that's a vibe. If you could catch that, you could hunt that. See, a quarterback, what that mean? That kind of shit. So it's like that's bad. I see how that's the sauce because I had never even said that before, but it means exactly what I wanted to.
Yeah.
So quarterback shit, just everything, man. And so when you're good, like for me, I don't even get that down like that. I'm a little older now, but when I was in my 30s and shit, I would be sleeping with people's wives and shit all the time, and and
Yeah.
and people girlfriends, and for me, see the thing is we all go through experiences, but it's about what you learn from it. I can go through a breakup, and Rue Paris can go through a breakup. The breakup make me get in the gym, lose 50 pounds, get my bag up. The breakup broke you.
Right. So tell me, going through them experiences, hosting them bachelorette parties for 5 years, seeing every single time that them women was getting out of pocket for a woman who's about to get married the next day. It opened your eyes to what women really are, right? And most dudes wouldn't even believe it. And I guarantee you, most of them dudes who they was getting married to the next day would say, "Oh, my wife would never. My girl would never." It's a nigga right now watching this live saying, my chick would never. My wife didn't do that. And it was his wife doing the same thing, right? So tell me, that experience made you think and move a different way when you approach women and when you think about women and when you dealing with women.
Mm-hmm. It teach you that. I'm gonna teach you. I want to make sure y'all listen, man. Press one if
Yeah,
y'all listening to what I'm saying.
man, let us know. Y'all listening.
I don't want y'all to just be listening, waiting for the next thing, because this is for
Oh, you
real. It's for
dropping, yeah,
real.
you dropping some shit. I love that line you said, man. I thought I knew what a hoe looked like, but I realized they come in all shapes, sizes, and everything.
So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Once you understand that any woman can be seduced,
Man,
the way you deal with women remixes and rewinds. Okay, so this is the issue. Any woman can be seduced. The seducer just got to know what that woman need at that time, and that's where the experience and shit's coming,
facts.
right? Because so we talked about the cheating shit. Just because a woman cheated on her husband, that don't mean she just do this shit all the time. But the cat caught her at the right time. He might have seen her at the bar. Boom. Okay, she needs some motivation or whatever. Whatever she ain't got, that's what you give. You give the opposite. That's how it works. If a woman break up in a relationship because uh because she was bored, then the next cat she bet is going to be exciting to her. If she's dealing with a cat that's exciting, then and she wants somebody that's gonna be kind of low key, you know. So you kind of know where you fit from just from your reps and shit.
No, I heard that. I heard that. So tell me though, you was making an analogy on one of your videos, man. It was about the Titanic, man. You remember that?
Yeah, the deep secrets.
Yeah. Like how you was. Go ahead. You want me to put you into that, or you remember what you said? Because I know that video was a long time ago.
Um, what was the line?
You listen. This is the part that caught my eye because it was some shit. You was like, she didn't want that rich man. She wanted that poor man, but you had said why she wanted it like that. Because a lot of dudes think you got to have money to get bras. Man, I was getting way more bras when I didn't have no money than now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So I want you to talk about that part about why she wanted the poor man instead of the rich man. You broke that analogy down from the Titanic. I like how you did that.
well, because the poor man knew how to talk her language. Simple, bro. Just because you got money and clout and shit, if you don't know the language that your partner speak, you talking to yourself. You feel me? So he knew how to appreciate her. He knew how to introduce her to new things. The other cat just had the money. Come with me. Come with me. I'm gonna make your life better. Sometimes a woman don't want that. Sometimes a woman want to grind and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, so he knew how to talk to her, and he knew how to make up. He understood a woman, just like, he was a finesser. It's a style of game. It's a style of game, man. Um, and she was on it, man. She was loyal to him. He understood her. A lot of times we have problems in relationships because we don't understand the women, bro. You can understand women, but you got to understand your woman too. You got to understand your woman, bro. You feel me? Like some women, that how they get their nut is spending time with you, bro. You thought
Uh,
she was. You thought that she wasn't appreciating that you bought her a Gucci purse and shit. You went and told your friends, man, my bitch don't appreciate nothing. You,
and check this out. When you leave with all that materialistic shit, you devaluing your
yep.
time because what you're saying is you not the prize, you not the present. My presence to a woman is the gift, and if she don't think that, if your woman would rather have a bag than spend time with you, then she don't feel like you that valuable. And when you keep trying to give her stuff, you devaluing who you are. I'm the present. If I say that we gonna go to lunch at motherfucking Chipotle for an hour, that should give your woman as much joy as it does getting a Gucci bag. That's how your woman should feel about you. But you trying to lead with this because you don't got this right here.
Mm-hmm. And another thing too, when you're in the dating game and shit, bro, one thing that y'all gotta stop doing is stop asking the woman where she want to go. She expects you to know, bro. She either expects you to know or she expects you to introduce her to some shit. So you gotta tell her where y'all going. You don't even gotta tell her. You just gotta tell her when to be ready. Then y'all go. You want to put the mystery behind it? Don't tell her. You want to put the status behind it? Tell her. But the whole point is you telling. You're not asking. You feel
Man,
me?
I got something, man, that you said, man, and I really like this because at a certain point in my life, I was getting down the same way. To a degree, I do, but you seem like you really stand on this 100. And this is some shit like in the game. This is what it's really about. And the fact that you don't come from the game like that, but you come from having game, it's funny how things like you said overlap. You said, man, you don't do horny sex. The only time you have sex with a woman is when it's rewarding because she did something proper for you. And I say that to say, man, that's some heavy game. I got taught some shit like that back when I was in the game and shit like that. And it really lets you know these dudes go about shit wrong. Hey, the woman cuss you out. The woman didn't rub your back today. The woman didn't do what you wanted her to do today, yet you still reward her with sex or give her sex whenever she wants to. If you rewarding her anytime, no matter what, you're not letting her know how to treat you. If whether she acts good or whether she acts bad, you're gonna have sex with her, right? So then why would she act good? There's no reward for it, and there's no punishment for not. So go ahead, because you really was standing on that. You said, man, I don't do horny sex. It's only reward. Speak on that.
Let me tell you this, man. Like, it's about training yourself, right? Because you can hear that